So we've had the national anthem. Now it's time for the Big Blue Boosters starting lineups. In the Tazewell Bulldogs come in at 7-8 on the season. Again, the third seed out of the Southwest District.
Joe, it's really quiet.
As everyone is listening to us at this moment. All right. Josiah Jordan again, as we mentioned, one of the captains in the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Ethan Mills, number 3, also joining him in the starting lineup. Again, the 6'4" junior. Bryson McCall also in the starting lineup for the Tazewell Bulldogs.
Guard, 6' junior, number 10, Caleb O'Neill.
Caleb O'Neill, number 10, also joining him in the starting lineup. And rounding up,
6' junior,
number 31, that is Gideon Collier.
Joe, I appreciate that roster. It was straight in order.
We do what we can for everybody. All right, so now it's time for the number 2 seed out of the Mountain 7 District. They are your Gate City Blue Devils. Only lost 3 times in the last 5 years in this gym. Do they have some home cooking here tonight? In the starting lineup for Gate City will be number 1, that is Jake Taylor. Also joining him in the starting lineup is going to be the senior. He's number 2. He's Luke Reed. Also in the starting lineup, number 4, Eli Starnes. 5'8" senior inserted in the lineup. He is number 10, Dakota Howell. And the man in the middle, Matthew Ghost, number 24, 6'3", senior for the Blue Devils. The head coach of your Gate City Blue Devils is Scott Vermillion.
See, Ghost just messed it up. Gate City was going in order also, and then they skipped down to Matt. I'll take that, though. We didn't get to it, but he's going to be my X factor for tonight.
Definitely
he and Reed
so.
getting in there under the boards.
So, Gate City will come out on defense. Tazewell in their road green, black numbers outlined in white. And we're underway as they go right to left on your radio dial. Gate City comes out quickly, trying to trap. Stolen away by Ghost. First turnover of the night comes at 7:50. And here comes Gate City. Works it up to Starnes. Starnes out of 3, works it over to Taylor. Taylor now back over to Howell. Gate City now working the ball around as, again, Tazewell in that amoebic zone, if you will. Taylor's going to pull up for a shot. First up, no good. Rebounded by Ghost. Kicks it out to Dakota Howell. Howell shots up. Shot's good. Gate City leads 3-0. 7:27 left here, quarter number 1. Here comes Tazewell now. Jordan with the basketball. His shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Kicks it up to Taylor, and here come the Blue Devils in transition. Trying to work it up, gets it to Ghost. Ghost goes inside, kicks back up to Starnes. Starnes kicks it over to Howell. Howell for 3. Shots up. Shot's good. The senior is 2 for 2, and it's 6-0 with 7 minutes left.
Hey, Joe, here's an idea. Pass to Dakota.
Dakota Howell's come out on fire. Works it in. Stolen away by, you guessed it, Dakota Howell kicks it over to Taylor. Taylor goes inside, works it back out. Gets it to Ghost. Now Ghost goes inside. His shot's up, and it's going to be saved by Ghost. Works it around. Gets it to Howell once again. Blue Devils try to get the ball. Set up their offense. Howell for 3. Shots up. Shot's good. Dakota Howell on a 9-0 run.
Joe, we were talking to Dakota's grandmother before the game. Maybe he's wanting to show Mamaw a little bit of his abilities here.
I say,
He should come more often.
Dakota Howell with a steal, 9 points. And Tazewell, again, down 9 quickly. Here comes Jordan now. He's going to go baseline. His shot's up, no good. And there will be a foul. And it will be Tazewell basketball under the goal. Let's see who they call.
I think they're going to get that on Reed. He was trying to get position and get set. He just didn't quite get there in time. Right idea.
So that's going to be his first foul. First foul of the night comes at 6:12. Shots up, and shot's good. So Jordan gets Tazewell on the board. It's 9-1, 6:12 left here in the first quarter. Shots up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Reed. Here come the Blue Devils. Works it up. Gets it around to Starnes. Starnes now back out to Taylor. Taylor looks back over. Starnes with a 3. Shots up, no good, but he follows it up. Another offensive board for Gate City. quickly rejected by Mills. Great play by the Bulldogs, and here they come running. 2-on-3 break, goes down, shots up, shots good. Ethan Mills for Tazewell, and it's 9-3 now. 5:45 left here in quarter number 1. Gets it up to Ghost. Ghost gets it over to Dakota Howell. Howell was looking for another 3. Thought better, but he gets back up, and now Taylor with the basketball inside to Ghost. Goes in, shots up. No good, but he follows it up with a board, and there will be a rebound, and he'll go to the free throw line. Get that foul on number 10. That's Caleb O'Neal.
That's his first foul for Tazewell, and Ghost is on the line.
Ghost on the line. Eyes a shot. Shots up. Shots good. Increasing on the percentage there as quickly into the ball game for Gate City will be number 11, Isaac Vincent, as well as number 22. That is Eli McMurray. He will join Ghost, Reed, and Starnes. That's a 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils. Ghost shots up, shots good. Also checking in for Ghost will be, that's going to be number 32. That's Chris Woodall. And it is 11-3, 5:29 left here in quarter number 1.
Joe, did you like how I did not say anything about Ghost's free throw?
I was going to say, as there's going to be a quick timeout by Tazewell. 30-second timeout. So we'll take it with him quickly. 5:29 left here in quarter number 1. It is 11-3 Blue Devils. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, 5:29 left. Tazewell down 11-3. Winner moves on to Thursday night's regional semifinal against the winner of Graham and Lehigh. Inbounds the basketball, gets in the hands of Mills. Or excuse me, that's going to be Jordan. He's picked up quickly by Woodall, and ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, give it to the Blue Devils. Reed will inbound it to McMurray.
Oh, I was going to pick up. I thought you were writing something down. Murray now getting the ball across the timeline. He's going to pass to Vincent, over to Jenkins in the corner. Jenkins getting a little bit of trouble. Pass it back to Vincent. Vincent bounces it off of Jordan's face, and he goes out of bounds. Gets it to retain possession. I'm sorry to laugh. I don't think I've ever seen that before in a game. I know that had to hurt.
Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. I mean, he's just blasted his face with the ball. And it's kind of in slow motion, you know, when it hit. He came off.
Like I said, I know that hurt. I feel sorry for him. But
wow. Whew. But the tough competitor stays in there. As gets the ball inside, it's going to be to Woodall. And he's going to be pushed. And they're going to say he was on the line. Again, kind of a scrum on the floor, and the ball got on the line. So 4:51 left here in the first quarter, and there's going to be a quick sub. Ryan Jesse will come into the ball game as well as Jake Taylor for Gate City.
Do you think that could be a candidate for the play of the game, just for the unusual aspect of it?
I don't know. I think he's a little bit fuzzy. I mean,
give that boy an ice pack. He needs it. He earned one the hard way there.
He did. He is leaving because, again, hit him right square in the face with the basketball. Back in the ball game for Tazewell will be number 31, Gideon Collier. And so, again, Coach Vermillion still shuffling around. So you got Ryan Jesse, you've got Carson Jenkins, Eli McMurray, Jake Taylor, and Eli Starnes. That's the 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils as we're back to action. Here comes Tazewell, though. They break that press. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Starnes. Starnes brings it up. Gate City in transition, looking to run. Gets it over to McMurray. McMurray shots up, and it's going to be no good. Rebounded inside by number 15. That's Duty. And it's going to be almost stolen away by McMurray. Here comes Tazewell. They bring it back out, reset the offense. Works it back over.
Getting a little bit of trouble, man, just to kick it back outside.
Duty's got the basketball. He backs his way down, and they're going to get him with the offensive foul. He kind of looked around to see if anybody's watching, and he shoved against Starnes to get to some space, and they caught him with it. So Gavin Duty's first foul. That's going to be the second team foul for Tazewell. McMurray with the basketball, brings it up Gets it into the hands of Jake Taylor. Senior looking for a little bit of help. Gets it over to Starnes, and there's going to be a kick ball. 4:07 left here in the first quarter. Again, 11-7. Gate City, that quick spurt they came out. There's been a little bit of lull of scoring, though, the last couple minutes. Works it to Taylor. Taylor gets it back up to Ryan Jesse. Jesse over to Taylor. Looks for a little help. Gets it over to McMurray. Back over to Starnes. Gate City moving well as they try to look for a little bit of break in that zone as Taylor's shot's going to be up and no good. That goes over the backboard, and it will be Tazewell basketball. 3:51 left in the first quarter. Again, 11-3, Gate City. Works it up, gets it in the hands of Gideon Collier. Brings it across. He's picked up by Ryan Jesse. Brings it back up. It's going to be Mills. Comes around the screen. Tries to go inside. Does go all the way in, and they're going to call him with the foul to give him the charge.
It's another good job by Starnes. How many charges has he taken this year? 4 or 5 anyway.
Seems like he averages 1 a game, and he usually come in big spots too. So again, another foul. That's the third foul, team foul for Tazewell here in the first half. That does go on Mills. That's going to be the first foul on him. So Taylor in the ball game as well as Starnes. Goes his check back in as well as Ryan Jesse and Luke Reed.
Good to see Jordan checking back in.
Because again, Vince just blasted him. That was.
Well, he's trying to bounce it off of him. It wasn't on purpose, but it hit him right in the face.
As they do break the pressure, here comes Taylor. Taylor gets it to Ghost. Works it over Starnes, eye to 3. And going to reclaim the basketball, gets it back up to Reed. Reed now in the hands of Ryan Jesse. Jesse over to Taylor now. Gate City in no hurry. Again, they've got the lead here, 11-3, 3:15 left. Works it over to Starnes. Starnes going to dribble drive, goes in, kicks it out to Jesse, to Reed. Reed looks inside, gets it into Jesse. Works great play. Starnes attacks the basket, and it's a 10-point Gate City lead, 13-3. Here comes Tazewell now with the basketball. McCall looks over it, gets it into the hands of Mills. Back up top, that's going to be to Blankenship, who's checked in for Tazewell. Jordan now with the basketball. 2:45 left here in the first quarter. It is 13-3, Gate City. Out of 3, thought better of it. Works it back to the baseline, kicks back up to Jordan. Gate City's pressure defense has caused trouble for Tazewell so far, but there will be a foul assessed on Eli Starnes. 2:33 left here in the first quarter. Again, 13-3, Gate City. That's going to be the second team foul for Gate City. And inbounding the basketball, put it in the hands of Josiah Jordan for Tazewell. He brings it up as they're looking to try to set a screen. It's a great job by Starnes. Again, defense as it's going to be stolen away. And Chris, you know it, you love it. First jump or held ball of the night comes at 2:18 left here in the first quarter. It is 13-3, Gate City. Chris, your thoughts again so far, what you've seen?
Well, you know, Gate City did get off to that fast start, but then they've really only scored 4 points since then. As really quickly, though, before I can even get that out, they get the ball into Reed, and he puts the layup in for 2 more.
See, I knew if you were talking about a slow start that they would score, so threw it right to you. So give that assist to us for those 2. 15-3 now as Jordan goes in. His shot's up. Circus shot's up and good. And it's 15-5 now. 1:45 left here in the first quarter. Works it over to Starnes. Starnes gets over. Taylor's going to pull from 3. Shots up. Shots good. 4 3-pointers here in the first quarter. And it's 18-5, Gate City. Jordan goes in, got up, kicks it back out. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Reed. Gets it to Starnes. Starnes gets it up to Ghost as Gate City looking to run a little bit as they work it back up to Ghost. Back over to Starnes. Starnes back to Dakota Howell. Howell gets it inside. Beautiful pass up to Ghost. Reed though taps it in. Give him the rebound in the bucket, and it's 20-5. Gate City. 1:05 left here in the first quarter. Stolen away now by Starnes. Gate City in transition on a 2-on-3. Gets it up to Howell. Shots up. Shots good. Gate City has exploded early. 22-5. And Tazewell will call for time.
Yeah, Tazewell's reeling a little bit right now. Gate City's coming at them so fast, I'm not sure they even know which way to turn. Well, like I said, I couldn't even finish the sentence before they hit the ball down and hit a layup.
57 seconds left here. Again, 22-5. Chris, again, we got a timeout here. Quickly, scoring-wise, what do you got?
Well, we got Dakota Howe with 11. He alone has doubled up Tazewell right now. Taylor's got 3, Reed's got 4, Starnes has 2, and Ghost has 2. On the other side, I've got Josiah Jordan with 3 and Ethan Mills with 2.
57 seconds left. Again, Gate City moving well here at the middle school gymnasium. Again, if they were to advance, they'll advance again to Thursday night's regional semifinal. Tazewell inbound the basketball. Looks for a little bit of help. Again, Gate City's pressure has given them trouble. Ball's on the ground. Good job play by Jordan. Gets it, and it's going to be knocked away. And it's going to be another. Second jumper held ball here in the first quarter. Again, it comes at 50 seconds left. Tazewell will inbound the basketball underneath their own goal. Let's try it again. Gets it in to number 15. That's Devin Duty. Tries to back down. And it's going to be almost stolen away. Looks for a little bit of help. Gets it out. It's going to be 40 seconds left as ball is going to be tapped over into the corner. Tazewell retains possession. Ethan Mills with it. It's going to be stripped away by Ghost. Great play by the senior. Here comes Gate City looking to run again. Dakota Howe thought about it. Gets it out to Jenkins. Works it over to Vincent. Vincent's going to go in. A nice little floater. Shots up. No good. Rebounded once again by Duty. And here comes Tazewell trying to cut into the lead here before the end of the first quarter. Jordan goes up. He's going to draw the foul, and he'll go to the line. That foul goes on Isaac Vincent. That's going to be his
first.
That's the team's
third.
So to the line again will be Jordan. His shot's up, and it's no good.
Jordan's 1 for 3 on the night. He's the only Bulldog that shot so far from the free throw line.
So again, wholesale changes here right before the end of the quarter. McMurray's in, Taylor's in, as well as Jesse. Also Gunnar Garrett with an appearance here, and Matthew Ghost. That's the 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils. 12 seconds left here as Jordan shots up. Shot's good. 22-6. Gets it to Taylor. Now Gate City looking for the opportunity to score before the end of the quarter. 7 seconds. Gets it up to Ghost with 5, 4, 3. Jesse goes in, gets it inside to Garrett. It's going to be blocked, knocked up, and in by Ghost. And Gate City closes out the quarter 24-6. And they will go to the second quarter again with an 18-point lead. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Southern Collective is a locally owned gift shop and boutique market in historic downtown Gate City that houses over 20 small businesses offering unique gifts for all ages, as well as home decor, boutique clothing, jewelry, and handmade items, including lots of hometown pride jewelry and tees to support the Blue Devils. Southern Collective was voted as a 2020 Times News Reader's Choice winner, and owners Leslie and Evan Crawford invite you to follow this local treasure on Facebook, Instagram, or give them a call at 276-690-4624. They are open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 6. Southern Collective, proudly supporting Gate City Athletics. Go Devils!
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, as we prepare for the second quarter, 24-6. Chris, defensively, stat-wise, do you have much?
Yeah, I've got a little bit. Reed with 4 rebounds, Starnes with 2 rebounds and a steal, Dakota Howe with a steal, Ghost with 3 rebounds and 2 steals, and I've got Tazewell down with 2 rebounds and a steal. So 9 rebounds for Gate City, 2 for Tazewell, 4 steals for Gate City, 1 for the Bulldogs.
Eli McMurray's got it. He goes inside to Starnes. Starnes will be fouled. Put him on the line. Give him the bucket. And let's shoot a free throw. That's going to go against, I believe, Gavin Duty. Is that correct?
You tell me.
No, I don't think so. Maybe. No.
Still waiting.
Starnes goes to the line. Shots up. Shot is good. They're going to give it to O'Neal, actually. Number 10. All right, so Gate City jumps out in full court pressure once again. Again, the Blue Devils up 27-6. Brings it up, gets it across half court, gets it in the hands of McCall. Works it around Tries to get inside if they can. Back over into the Patterson, which is checked in. Back over, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Reed. And here come the Blue Devils looking to run. Starnes got the basketball, work it around, gets it to Jesse. Jesse now with the basketball, back up to Starnes. Over to Jesse once again. He's still about it. Great pass inside. Goes up. The bank was open for Mr. Reed, and he made a deposit. 2 more for Luke, and it is 29-6. Gate City. Jordan going to go in, and he's going to draw the foul. Shots up, and he'll go to the line. 7:07 left here in the second quarter. It is 29-6. I believe we're going to get that one on Jenkins. And they do. Shots up, no good. Carson picks up his first. 14 fouls for each squad at this point. Again, 7:07 left here in the first half. It's 29-6. Jordan goes back to the line again, the 6-foot senior. His shot's up, and it's no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Starnes. Starnes gets it. He tries to get it up to Ryan Jesse, but just a little bit too far. And it will go out of bounds. Give it to Tazewell. Tazewell's got the basketball now. They're going to bring it up. It's going to be Jordan on, guarded by Jenkins. Ryan Jesse now, he's playing Blackson McCall. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Reed. Reed to McMurray. And here come the Blue Devils. Dangerous in transition. Gets it over to Jenkins. Great pass. Gets it back and works it around. Starnes going to pull from 3. Shots up. Shots good. 32-6 Gate City. Brings it up. It's going to be Jordan once again. As works it around. As they try to attack inside if they can. Goes inside. Circus shot no good. Rebounded by Reed. And gets it back to Starnes. Here comes Starnes now.
Oh, Eli thought about it. Passed it off to Jesse instead. So Gate City swings it back around to McMurray. McMurray back to Jesse. Jesse pulls the trigger. Top of the key. Gate City.
Shot's good.
I was going to say, Gate City cannot miss tonight. They've struggled at times for 3-pointers, but my goodness gracious.
Again, they work it around. This Gate City pressure has given Tazewell fits, and they will call for time.
6 3-pointers already for Gate City this game.
30-second timeout. Again, while we've got a break in the action, we want to ask you, do you want to be a Cheddar Round champion? Pals is hiring for all shifts. They've got flexible work schedules as well as a positive work environment. Come and work at Pals. Apply at palsweb.com. Click on the jobs, complete the form, and make sure you choose Gate City. Pals, great food and a flash, and go Blue Devils.
When you read these drops like that, Joe, just tonight I'm craving a sauce burger with cheese.
And
Last night it was the tea.
Anybody's listening, you can just bring it by the high school. Just say it's for Chris. Just knock on the door. Just leave it at the door.
We got the campus tater tots. We got Pal's tea.
We have some of the best food
We got some
sponsors.
of the best food sponsors, exactly.
Pop's Restaurant over in Kingsport. I mean, anywhere you want to go, we've got you covered.
They know us well.
Indeed. 35-6. We're back to action here as ball's going to be stolen away by Eli Starnes. Here come the Blue Devils, and a little bit too fast. Dribbled it off his foot, and it will go over to Tazewell. Back into the ballgame for the Bulldogs will be Gideon Collier, number 31. Chris, if you're Tazewell at this point, what are you telling your team? What would you tell them at the timeout?
I kind of go back to what you're talking about. Win the quarter. Start clawing your way back into this, but it's going to be hard to do that when Reed gets the ball away, get on steal, feeds it to Vincent. Vincent goes up, misses, and it's going to be rebounded by Trey Blankenship.
Brings the ball up, goes all the way in, and they're going to call a foul, but did he get? Yes, they did. He got him set. Good job. Again, that's the third charge of the game by Gate City. 35-6. We're 5:22 left in the first half. So 5 team fouls for Tazewell, 4 for Gate City. Dakota Howell bringing the ball up for the Blue Devils. Again, they are moving well here and shooting well here in the middle school gymnasium. Works it over. Everybody's getting the ball from three-point land and taking just a glance up to see if they've got a shot because they are shooting well. Starnes, though, now works it inside to Reed. Reed, beautiful play. Starnes to Reed. 37-6. It's a 31-point lead.
That rim's got to be like a bushel basket right now for Gate City.
They are moving well here tonight. I got Tazewell. Here comes with Bryson McCall. Tries to work it around. Gets inside. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded. Great follow-up, though. Let's go by number 31, Gideon Collier. And he breaks the Gate City streak. 37-8 now. As here comes Howell. Gets in the hands of Reed. Reed looks to help inside. Gets to Ghost. Ghost now pulls back up. Gets it over to Starnes. Starnes was going to work off a screen. His shot's up. Shot's good. And it's going to be another timeout. Now, this is going to be a full timeout by Gate City. So 4:16 left here in the first half, 39-8. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Whether you need to grab a quick bite before the game or if you're looking for something great to eat, stop by and see your friends at the Campus Drive-In just down the road from Gate City High School. They have a tremendous selection of breakfast, lunch, and dinner items, and they're open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Campus Drive-In has supported Blue Devil Sports for over 60 years, and once again, they are the proud sponsors of our halftime show here on Gate City Sports Radio. Please follow them on Facebook and place your call-in orders by dialing 276-386-3702. That's 276-386-3702.
Looking to extend the reach of your business through advertising? Call Gate City Sports Radio and let our station deliver the results you expect. Call 276-594-8045 or go to GateCitySportsRadio.org for more information.
All right, so we are back to action here. 4:16 left as they inbound it to Jordan, who's picked up by Dakota Howell. And Howell got Gate City started on that 9-0 run to begin the game. Jordan goes in. He's going to draw the foul, and he will go to the line. Chris, we alluded to this in the pregame, talked about that. This is what Tazewell likes to do. They like to attack and be able to get some fouls. He's been in the line. How many shots is this now for the free throw?
Let me score that. That's going to go against Woodall. I was waiting for that. He's 2 for 6.
Shots up and shots good.
May get 3 for 7 on the night.
So he's already been to the line 7 times. We're only halfway through the second quarter. Shots up. And it's no good. Rebounded by Ghost. Here comes Gate City now, looking to run. Gets it up, gets it to Ghost, works it back over to McMurray. McMurray over to Dakota Howell. Howell with the basketball. Again, Gate City, the number 2 seed out of the Mountain 7, looking to try to advance to the regional semis. Gets it over to Taylor, back up to Dakota Howell. And again, Gate City now in real no hurry with this 30-point lead. Back up to Dakota Howell. They've got some numbers. They go inside. Great move. Oh, he laid it up. Woodall, though, goes up, and he will draw the foul and put him on the line.
That's some great ball handling by Howell as he drove in the lane there.
And he kind of cupped it.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
He should get like a half point or something for his effort. Meanwhile, Ethan Mills picks up his second foul. And Woodall's first shot's up, and it's no good.
Woodall's only been in the line. That's his 9th free throw of the season. And he made that one. 1 out of 2. So he is 7 of 10 on the season. 70% free throw shooter. 40-9. We're at 3:20 left here in the first half.
Did you do that math in your head?
Unfortunately, yes. Shots up. Shots good.
Nice shot there by Jordy.
His namesake served well there. Again, gets it inside. Great play by Gate City, though. Caught Tazewell in a little bit of a helter-skelter, but again, Tazewell now with the basketball. They go down. Woodall with the rebound, and here comes Gate City looking to run. They're going to bring it up. Ghost gets it over to Howell. Howell pulls from 3. Shots up. Shots good. Howell's 4th three-pointer of the night, and it is 43-12 as another miss by Tazewell. Another rebound by Gate City. Eli McMurray with that one. He goes down, kicks it to Taylor. Taylor goes baseline, looks for help, gets it to Ghost. Ghost shots up, no good. Rebounded though Woodall. Another offensive rebound, gets it to McMurray.
Oh, who gets whacked on the head, no call.
No blood, no foul. 2:25 left in the first half, 43-12 as there will be wholesale changes coming in for the Blue Devils. 5 on the floor for Gate City will be McMurray, and he will join Garrett as well as. Oh, Taylor goes out. Oh, stays in. Oh, Coach Vermeer doesn't know. All right, let's stop again. Let's talk about Reed, Jesse.
One more time.
We'll start over. Reed, Jesse, Starnes, and then you got Taylor and Gunnar Garrett. That's the 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils. Again, Gate City using the bench here as they look to try to get some playing time for, looks like everybody here. 43-12 as transition turnover. It's going to be blocked by Jesse. Beautiful play by Ryan Jesse, and he leads the charge out as they try to get down in transition. Pulls it back up, though. Works it back over, gets over to Taylor. Taylor back over to Gunnar Garrett. Garrett with the basketball, works over to Starnes. Starnes now goes to the baseline, looks for help, gets it back up to Jesse. Back out to Starnes. Starnes pulls from 3. It's going to be a little bit short and no good. Rebounded by Jordan, and here comes Tazewell. 43-12. 1:50 left. In a up and down first half. Jordan's going to go inside, lays it up and lays it in. 43-14. 1:40 left. Here comes Starnes now with the basketball. Works it to Reed. Reed is be trapped, but to break it. Gets it back up. Ryan Jesse now gets it over to Starnes. Starnes with the basketball. Hits a cutting Taylor. In shots up, no good, but take that back up. Go back up again. Reed with 2 rebounds, 3 rebounds, and he will be fouled and go to the free throw line.
Well, that just put Reed in double digits for rebounds for the night.
I think he did that on purpose. He just
He's going to go ahead and get his 10 out of the way.
So again, as kind of got winded on that, looked like.
Well, that's going to go against O'Neal. That's going to be 3 on him.
Okay.
Tazewell's got to be thinking about this place down here is changing the name maybe to Buzzsaw City after last night and now what's happening to him so far this game as Reed's first shot's up, and it's good.
So Garrett leaves as Vincent returns. Vincent, Jesse, Reed, Taylor, and Starnes. That's a 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils as Reed's second shot's up. Shot's good. Reed goes out. Ghost comes in. We're at 1:17 left. 45-14. Tazewell throws it deep. Gets it to the baseline. Good play. Goes in. Shots up. No good, but rebounded by Starnes. Starnes works it up to Ghost. Ghost inside. Works over. Back over to Jesse. Jesse pulls from 3. Shots up. Shots good. And it is raining threes in Gate City. 48-14 now as goes in and it's, oh my goodness.
Starnes went up for the block. Got a little more than ball on that.
That was all ball. There was no contact.
He picks up his second foul.
What game are you watching?
I'm not even going to acknowledge that joke. He about broke a boy's arm.
My goodness. I mean, I tell you what.
It's all right. He's fired up.
Shots up, shots good. It's Trey Blankenship on the line for the Bulldogs. And he makes it 48-15. I think you're just tired from practice.
I did hit outfield for about about an hour and a half, I guess. Started at 45 minutes, but came back out there.
Shots up and shots good. 48-16 now. We're under a minute left here in what has been a Gate City clinic in the first half. Ryan Jesse now with basketball gets it to McMurray. McMurray works it over to Ghost as they try to work it around. Back in the hands of McMurray. Gate City stalling for some time here, looking to take the last shot. Jesse works it, gets it over to McMurray.
Time for the Carter rule. Go ahead and take some time off the clock.
Goes in quickly, it goes up, and no, Ghost wanted as works it back over. Great job of Vincent. Over to Taylor. Taylor pulls for 3. Shots up, shots good. 51-16.
Let's recap all that. Vincent came up, missed his shot, passed. Ghost got the rebound. Ghost missed it. Vincent came back down with it, passed it out to Jesse, who busted the 3. And in the meantime, now we have another foul against Gate City. And let's see who that's going to go on. That's going to be on Vincent. He picks up his second.
Now, have you wrote that down for the play of the game yet?
I can't even say it, let alone write it down.
51-16, 6 seconds left. Jordan shots up, shots good.
I would appreciate Gate City slowing down the tempo a little bit so I can keep up to date with the scorebook. Coach, let's just slow it down a little bit.
I'm sure that he will listen to that. Shots up and no good. McMurray, let's see if they get one off. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. McMurray works it to Taylor. Taylor falls for 3.
Oh.
That's the only one he's missed basically in the first half. 51-17. Gate City has put on a show here in the middle school gymnasium. We'll take a break and come back. You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
One of the best places to get something to eat here in the Tri-Cities is just a few minutes away at 3016 North John B. Dennis Highway in Kingsport. It's Pop's Restaurant, open from Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. They have daily lunch and dinner specials as well as delicious desserts. And of course, ask them about their homemade biscuits and gravy. They also have an all-you-can-eat fish fry every Friday night. And they're also the 2019 and 2020 Best of Kingsport Award winners. They have socially distanced inside seating as well as curbside and carryout. So give them a call today at 423-288-1171. They're also on Facebook and Twitter. Pop's Restaurant of Kingsport.
Wouldn't it be good to know that in today's uncertain times, you can be the protector, the defender for yourself and your family? At Carter Defense Group, we teach realistic self-defense tactics and techniques, which include hand-to-hand, firearms training, to include concealed carry and basic pistol defense. We also teach women's self-defense courses. Learn to reduce personal risks today. Contact us at carterdefensegroup.com to learn more on how you can be the protector you're called to be.
This is Sarah Thompson of the Gate City Volleyball, Basketball, and Softball teams, and you're listening to Home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Tracing the roots all the way back to 1962, Weber City Drug is your locally owned pharmacy that offers personal customer service to the entire family. They strive to meet your prescription and over-the-counter needs and accept most insurance plans. They're located in Weber City across from Roberts Tire, so give them a call today at 276-386-3482. Again, that's 276-386-3482. You can also go online at wcdrugcenter.com, and they're also on Facebook, and they're open 6 days a week. Let's face it, experience has its rewards. Allow Matt Adams of Southern Dwellings Real Estate the opportunity to put his vast knowledge to work for you. Matt knows exactly what it takes to sell your home fast and for top dollar. He will guide you through the entire process and provide you with a professional, convenient, safe, and satisfying real estate experience. Call him today at 423-416-8773. Again, that's 423-416-8773. Matt Adams with Southern Dwellings Real Estate, starting as your realtor, ending as your friend.
Looking to extend the reach of your business through advertising? Call Gate City Sports Radio and let our station deliver the results you expect. Call 276-594-8045 or go to GateCitySportsRadio.org for more information.
Dun, 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 da, 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 da,
And now it's time for Chris Carr's halftime stats.
How long we got?
7 minutes.
That's a good problem to have. All right, for Gate City, I've got Jake Taylor with 6 points. Luke Reed with 10 points, 10 rebounds. He's got his double-double. He's done for the night. And a steal. Don't forget that one. Eli Starnes, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Dakota Howe leading Airbody with 14 points.
Airbody.
And a steal. Isaac Vincent with a rebound. Ryan Jesse with 6 points and a steal. Eli McMurray with 2 rebounds. Matthew Ghost with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals. Chris Woodall with 1 point and 3 rebounds. 24 total rebounds for Gate City compared to 6 for Tazewell. 7 steals for the Blue Devils compared to 2 for the Bulldogs. You know, that's kind of a low rebound total for Gate City, but it's hard to get a rebound when you're making shots.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of explains that. On the other side for Tazewell, I've got Josiah Jordan with 11 points, Ethan Mills with 2, Gideon Collier with 2, and Dre Blankenship with 2. and there have been 2 jump balls on the night.
And there has been no. Talking about the foul situation, what
FCC is going to pull our licensure, sure as this world.
what is the foul situation for both teams? That was just a segue into the. So
that's what you call it.
That's going to be a new category we have at halftime.
You know, I should act like I really like that song, and then you quit playing it. Lost my train of thought. What am I doing here? Fouls. I've got Luke Reed with 1, Eli Starnes with 2, Isaac Vincent with 2, Jenkins with 1, Woodall with 1. On the other side, I got Mills with 2, O'Neal with 3, Blankenship with 1, and Duty with 1. So right now, O'Neal really the only person you might consider to be in foul trouble. He's got 3s. That's not awful for halftime. So I think everybody's all right.
Well, in a 51-17 game, again, fouls is probably not the thing you're worried about. But I do want to say a big thank you to everybody out there that is listening to us, that's watching on the NFHS network. Again, Valley View.
That cringes when you play in sync.
Oh, they actually. Which that leads me into a couple things here we'll talk about. But one is going to be our sponsors on the NFHS network. Again, they do such a great job, again, supporting us, supporting the network. Of course, it's Valley View Animal Clinic, PALS, Sudden Service, as well as Eastman Credit Union, and I think you see our logo as well. But Chris, I actually did get a message today. They said they wanted to hear something we played last night. Again, we're less than 2 weeks away from be the volleyball team. So
I'm so confused. Here's basketball season. I've started baseball practice at school. Now football season's getting ready to start. And volleyball.
And a big shout out to our Gate City swim team, Tia Spivey and Megan Cooper. They'll be going for state titles now. That meet was originally scheduled for Thursday. They pushed that back to February the 18th, so they'll be participating in that in Christiansburg. The academic team, again, will be going for regional and state titles this month as well. And then, like I said, just like I mentioned, we're going to blink twice. We'll be in volleyball season. We'll have football season. We're going to have soccer coming up. We'll have just
a plethora of activities, if you will.
The month of March is going to be wild. Cross country gets started. Golf season is going to be upon us. So
I haven't heard this. I'm being serious. Virginia's running cross country in the spring. They did not do it in the fall.
Correct.
Okay, I hadn't heard that one.
There aren't that. I actually did try to get a little bit of information on that. Working on a couple of social media posts coming up, celebrating their seniors. Again, you'll see more about that in the upcoming weeks. But yeah, they will run this
Well, here's
fall.
my follow-up question. How's that going to impact track?
Great question. Track is a spring sport, so they're going to push that back even farther. That's going to take place during baseball, softball, when that starts in April and May and June.
So they're going to run a condensed cross country and then go straight into track.
Right.
Well, that'll probably help the track team to not have that off time then. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
I hadn't heard that one at all.
Yeah, because everything's got pushed back. Because I believe if, again, just looking at a few of the schedules, there's baseball, soccer, and everything. The championships go all the way through June. So
Virginia just enjoys messing with my mind.
So it's going to be an interesting, again, next few months, again, jam-packed with Gate City sports action. So about a minute and a half away. We'll step away for one more quick second, and we'll come back. Get you ready for the second half here. Again, Gate City leads 51-17. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Serving Southwest Virginia in the House of Delegates since 1994, Delegate Terry Kilgore continues to fight and strive for the needs of Southwest Virginia while he is in Richmond. Delegate Terry Kilgore, a proud Gate City alumni himself, wants to thank everyone in the 1st District for their continued support and prayers, and pledges to continue to work for more economic growth and jobs in our region. On behalf of Delegate Kilgore, his family and staff, he says, "Go Big Blue."
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, so we're getting ready, about 30 seconds away from the start of the second half. So, Chris, what did you drop at halftime for that 30-point play?
Well, like we've said before, come out and win this quarter, win the first, what you like to say, win the first 4 minutes.
4 minutes, break it down.
And just, whittle away at it, make it manageable. I mean, we saw Gate City come back against insurmountable odds against Boone this year. It can be done. It's just not going to be easy.
So, as we are back to action here, Tazewell now moving left to right on your radio dial as Bryson McCall's got the basketball, works it up as they try, and they're going to be a quick travel. Not the way the Bulldogs wanted to start the second half with a turnover. 51-17, we're at 7:51 left here in the third quarter. Inbound the basketball, Dakota Howe to Taylor, works up to Reed, back over to Howe, back over to Starnes as they're in front of the Gate City bench. Ghost now with the basketball, works over to Taylor. Taylor's going to go baseline, gets it into Reed, works back out to Dakota Howe, shots up and no good, and it's going to be rebounded by Ethan Mills.
So Howe can miss.
Bringing the ball
when
down.
He wants to.
To be quickly by Reed. Rebounded by Reed, and here comes Starnes now. Gate City trying to look to run in transition. Going to be blocked. Great block that time by McCall, and it will go out of bounds. And it will be Tazewell basketball. 7:17 left here in the third quarter, 51-17. Gate City with the advantage. As it will give the ball to Tazewell. And Gate City, not as much pressure as they sort of fall back. Jordan with the basketball brings it up across half court.
If your name's Jordan, why are you not wearing 23? He's got the 2 right. As he does make a great bounce pass, that's going to go inside to Gideon Collier. He puts it in for the bucket.
51-19, we're under 7 minutes left here. Gets it to Taylor. Taylor pulls from 3. His shot's up, no good. And it will be rebounded by Reed. Reed works it out and throws it out of bounds. So a couple of Gate City turnovers. And Tazewell now with the basketball. 51-19. Gets it to Jordan. Brings the ball up. Works off of a screen.
So you realize, Joe, we've got Jordan on one side and we've got Larry Bird on the bench for Gate City.
Tapped up, and it's going to be tapped around to Starnes. Starnes with the basketball as he brings it up. Works it over, tries to go baseline, and he does. Kicks it over to Dakota Howe in the corner. Shots up, no good. Tapped up by Reed, gets his own rebound, puts it in for 2. Again, he just continues to add to the stats. 53-19. Josiah Jordan with the basketball. He's going to pull from 3. His shot's up, no good. Rebounded by Taylor. Gate City looking to run. They're on a 2-on-3. Gets it back out to Reed. Reed with a round-the-back pass. Shots up. Shots good by Taylor. That's a play of the night kind of candidate. Again, Reed with a wrap-around pass. Shots up and good. Give that one to number 5, Bryson McCall. And it is 56-21. Dakota Howe with the basketball now. He's going to go all the way in, and he will draw the foul and put him on the line.
It's going to be 3 on Mills. First foul of the half for Tazewell. First foul for either team this half.
Good to see Dakota aggressive. He's aggressively attacked. A lot of times he's been a jump shooter most of the season, but tonight he has really taken it into the paint and drew that contact, got the foul, and got the free throw, making it 57-21. As changes come in for Gate City. Eli McMurray back in the ball game. Carson Jenkins also in the lineup. Shots up. Shots good. Also, Isaac Vincent back in the ball game for Gate City. 58-21, 5:40 left here in the third quarter. Bringing the ball up is going to be Bryson McCall. And he's going to be quickly fouled. Think of it, get that one on Taylor, and they will.
That's just Taylor's first foul. And first foul of the half for Gate City.
So Gate City's got 16 players on the bench. If they all use 5 fouls, we could be here a while. So he gets inside, shots up, and no good. Rebounded by Ghost, and he will be fouled. That by number 31, Gideon Collier.
That'll be 1 for Collier on the night. No danger there.
Inbounds it to Eli McMurray. McMurray's had some great games. He had 15 points the other night against Ridgeview and helping the Blue Devils secure this home game tonight. Works the ball over to Taylor. Taylor over to Vincent. Inside to Ghost. And Ghost's shot's up. It's going to be rejected. Shots back up, though. No good. And it's going to be rebounded. Coming out of there is going to be Caleb O'Neal. And he lays it up and lays it in. Good play by O'Neal. 58-23 now. Gate City. Works it around. Back tap. Vincent saves it. And they're going to call him with a travel. And back into the ball game will be Luke Reed as well as Eli Starnes. 4:46 left here in the third quarter, 58-23. Again, Jordan went most of the way here as the point guard. Does dish it over into the hands of McCall. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Reed. Reed to McMurray. Gets it up to Starnes. Starnes thought about a three. Didn't pull it. Gets it over to Vincent, though. His shot's up. Shot's good. It is raining threes. And again, now it's 61-23. Here comes Tazewell now. Tries to get inside. Doing draw the foul and go to the line. And I think they're going to get that one on Starnes, possibly.
If they do, that's going to be 3 on Eli. It might be something to keep an eye on. They do, and it is.
4:14 left here in the third quarter, 61-23. Gets it inside. Great play for Tazewell. Got it into Gideon Collier, who flashed around, and he met it inside. Great pass. And it's 61-25. Starnes now with the basketball. He goes in, shots up, shots good for Eli Starnes. As we cross the halfway point of the third quarter, we're under 4 minutes. Going to be taken away by Reed off the steal, and he will be hacked and go to the line. Kind of fun. Reed kind of played like a linebacker. He was sort of drifting back, and then he stepped up.
Wait a minute. He's a quarterback.
Not as much as he's grown this year, so he has, again, Luke Reed will be a member of the varsity football team, but will take to the field just less than 2 weeks from now out on Legion Field. Makes his first free throw. That's 64-25, 3:50 left here in the third quarter. Crowd goes quiet. Shots up, shots good.
I kept my mouth shut. Reed, though, is 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight.
When you've been quiet during free throws, we are a perfect on the night. Jordan with a great move. Shots inside, no good. Another rebound, though. He follows it up. Goes up and goes in. As 2 more for the senior. 65-27. Gets it over to Ryan Jesse. Jesse back over to Jenkins now. Jenkins back to Vincent. Vincent over to Starnes. Starnes thinking about a three. Pulls a three. No good.
I think his arm got hit there, but no call. But quickly, Tazewell gets the ball down the court. Shots up, no good. They do get the rebound. It's going to be Gideon Collier, and he's going to be fouled. Let's see who they get that on. That's going to go on Starnes. That's 4, Joe.
That was a bit of frustration because, again, as you said, Starnes got hacked on that three-point. There was no play on that, so no foul called. But anyway, shots up, and shots good. First one by Gideon Collier is up and good, and so Starnes will go out. Taylor comes in as well as Matthew Ghost. You have Taylor, Ghost, Jenkins, Jesse, and Howell. That's the 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils. At the 3:15 mark here of quarter number 3, 65-28. Shots up, shots good. Here comes Ryan Jesse now. Gets it up to Dakota Howell. Howell gets it to Taylor. Works it around.
Let's see, who's not shot a 3 tonight? Who should we give it to?
You know, I think a great fundraiser would be have the boys and the girls compete in a three-point competition.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that, you know, you talk about the way like Addie Gibson's been shooting threes and Sarah Thompson lately. It'd be interesting to see.
Gibson's had, 5 the other night?
Yeah.
Has the ball stolen away. That's going to be O'Neal looking to go coast to coast. He lays it in.
You put Macy out there, Lexi Irvin. They've got some great shooters on the girls.
That's a good idea, Joe. We should throw that out there.
A Gate City Sports Radio original competition, boys and girls, three-point competition with the proceeds going to charity. 2:25 left here in the third quarter. 65-31. Taylor's going to pull from three.
Oh, nice. That bounced around every which way and dropped in.
Eastman Credit Union, one of our sponsors, said the bank was open, and he took it off the top end, and beautiful shots. Tazewell comes right back down, though, and lays it up for two. It's 68-33. We're at 2 minutes left as Ghost goes in. Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Caleb O'Neill.
That was Trey Blankenship earlier with a nice little lay-in. As Tazewell goes down, the shot goes up. That was Collier again, and it's no good. It's going to go out of bounds.
Wholesale changes, all five coming in for Gate City. Ethan Dishner in the ballgame, as well as Eli McMurray. Gunnar Garrett also in the ballgame, as well as Logan Stallard. And also in the ballgame will be Trevor Herron. That's the five on the floor for Gate City. 1:46 left, 68-33. As there's going to be a full timeout charged. And let's take it with him. 1:46 left here in the third quarter, 68-33. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
Looking to extend the reach of your business through advertising? Call Gate City Sports Radio and let our station deliver the results you expect. Call 276-594-8045 or go to GateCitySportsRadio.org for more information.
All right, so Gate City will inbound the basketball. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. Again, they lead by 35. Gunnar Garrett with the basketball, brings it up. He's being picked up by Caleb O'Neill. Brings it up to McMurray. McMurray now looks to work around, gets it to Stallard. Stallard pulls from three. His shot's up and no good. Rebounded by Collier, and here comes Tazewell now. Goes all the way in, going to be blocked by Stallard, and there will be a foul assessed. Let's see if they get that one on. That one's going to go on Herron.
One for him and 4 overall this half for Gate City.
1 for him, 3 for me. 68-33. Tazewell will inbound the basketball underneath their own goal. Works it over into the corner to O'Neill. O'Neill shots back down Garrett. Shots up and no good. Rebounded by Gunnar Garrett. Here come the Blue Devils. Works it up to Stallard. Stallard, he's going to go baseline now. Back up top to McMurray. McMurray pulls from three. Iceman delivers. 3 more for the Blue Devils. 71-33. Now here comes Jordan and Tazewell. We're under a minute left. 71-33. Goes over, kicks it over to the corner. Works back up top to Mills. Mills resets the offense for the Bulldogs. Over to Jordan. 42 seconds left. Gets inside. Shots up. Shots no good. Rebounded by McMurray. And he's going to bring it up. Gets it up to Herron. Over to Garrett. It's under 30 seconds now as they work the ball around. Stallard with the basketball back up to McMurray. Again, 20 seconds left now. Herron's got the basketball. Back up to Garrett as they continue to work it around to Dishner. Back over to Stallard. Stallard's going to go inside. Kicks back up to Dishner. Works back over to Herron. Herron's with 8 seconds left. Shots up, and he's going to draw the foul. So, Herron will go to the free throw line. 5.2 seconds left.
It's going to be 4 fouls now on Mills.
Oh, we're getting close. Shot is up. Shot is no good. 5.2 seconds left here. 14 fouls now for each team as we close out the third quarter. Shots up. Shot is no good. And it will be out of bounds. And it will stay with Tazewell. 2.9 seconds left. Inbounding the basketball, gets in the hands of Jordan. 2-1, and shoots it from half court. Up and no good. And we'll go to the fourth quarter. Gate City leads 71-33. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
There are everyday actions to help prevent the spread of respiratory diseases. Wash your hands. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects with household cleaning spray. For more information, visit cdc.gov/COVID-19. This message brought to you by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
They like Savage, why you got a 12-car garage and you only got 15 cars? Cause we all just wanna be big rock stars and live in hilltop houses driving 15 cars.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
And we are back to action here in the fourth quarter. Gate City with the basketball, leading 71-33. Dakota Howell back in the ballgame with Ghost, Taylor, and Reed and Starnes at the 5 on the floor for the Blue Devils. Reed looking for a little help, gets it over to Taylor. Back up top. Gate City in no hurry at this point. Gets inside the Ghost, and they're going to call him with a travel. And Chris, your running clock is in effect.
Yes, it is.
7:20.
It gives me a good feeling of confidence.
Gate City looking to advance to the regional semifinals on Thursday night. Working their way in. Great play. Left-handed shot was up by number 15, Gavin Duty. Good play by the young man, but again, shot just didn't go in. And here comes Gate City. Works the ball around, gets it to Dakota Howell. Back over to Reed. Reed back over to Starnes. Back up top. Gets back over. Taylor's going to I-3. Shots up, but Ghost follows it up. Clean in the glass. Offensive rebound and 2 more for Mr. Ghost. 73-33. Blue Devils lead by 40. Jordan with the basketball. Picked up by Starnes. Works around. As Gate City, again, this pressure defense has given the Bulldogs trouble all night long. Gets it over into the hands of Gavin Duty. Picked up by Reed. Looks for a little bit of help. Gets it back up top to McCall. McCall, he's going to go in. Great play. Shots up. No good, though. Rebound by Reed. Reed's going to kick it up to Starnes. Starnes down to Ghost. Ghost works it. Oh, passes a little bit too far for him. But anyway, Dakota Howell's there. Picks it up. Shots up. No good. And it's going to be to Jordan. Jordan will lay it up and lay it in for Tazewell. 73-35. Gets it down to Reed. Reed directing traffic, gets it over to Ghost. To Starnes. Starnes eye to 3. Great move. And he will draw the foul. Kind of broke the ankles a little bit there. And Starnes with a great move gets inside, will draw the foul. That will be the 5th team foul for the Bulldogs. That's only going to be the first, I believe, on Jordan. Is that correct?
That's a really good job by Jordan. He's played most of the game. That's his first foul. On the inbound, he goes to Taylor's. He streaks in, but he misses the layup. Rebounded by Tazewell.
Tazewell comes down, lays it up, lays it in. Caleb O'Neal with 2 more for the Bulldogs. And it is 73-37. Taylor's going to eye that 3. Shots up. Shots good. Wow. Taylor. And 76-37.
That's the 5th 3 just for Jake this game.
As these seniors have come to play here tonight.
Do we have any idea the state record for threes in a game in all seriousness?
I don't know, but we can Google it. As working around to Dakota Howell. Howell shots up. No good. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Reed. Great play by Reed. Another offensive board. Works it over to Starnes. Starnes, he eyed a 3 quickly. Gets it inside to Ghost. Ghost shots up. Ghost is almost unstoppable. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout by Gate City. 4:34 left here in the ball game. Again, Gate City leads 78-37. Talk about a winning combination. Pals is hiring for all shifts, and they're looking for some big Pal extraordinaries. With flexible work schedules and a positive work environment, come and work at Pals. Apply now at palsweb.com. Click on jobs, complete the form, and choose Gate City. Pals, great food in a flash, and go Blue Devils. 4:34 left here in the ball game, 78-37. As Tazewell will inbound the basketball. As Chris is doing some research.
Well, Hoenaker's Grayson Hoenaker set the VHSL mark was 17 himself.
Right.
So
Tazewell shot blocked by Ghost, and there will be a foul on Vincent.
JC's got 12 right now. So regardless, I don't guess we're as close as I was hoping we would be.
Well, it's still an impressive feat as that foul goes on Vincent. Big block by Ghost. And again, the clock does run. 78-37. We're at 4:15 left in the ball game. Tazewell goes baseline. Great play. Shots up. No good. And it will be rebounded by Duty. His shot's up. No good. Rebounded by Taylor. And here comes Gate City. Looking to run. As they get out.
Reed wanted the three.
Let him shoot it. Let him shoot it, guys.
Oh, he's going to.
Reed goes in, and they're going to say he mishandled it. But ball goes out of bounds. As coming back to the ball game for Tazewell will be number 31, Gideon Collier, and number 3, Ethan Mills. Again, the clock does run 78-37 as Gate City will advance to Thursday night semifinals. Again, they'll take on the winner of Graham and Lehigh. As we'll try to get an update with Lehigh before we go off the air here tonight. Shots up, shots good by Ethan Mills.
That was a three for him. Makes it 78-40.
Total number of threes here in the game. You've already got Gate City, so
that was the first one for Taz. No, the second one for Tazewell, so 14.
Reed's going to pull that three.
Oh.
His shot is up, and nobody gets. Guess who gets the rebound? Reed gets the offensive rebound.
Well, I think it was actually tipped to him by Taylor.
However you want to score,
call.
Chris.
Yeah. Can I give them both one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're unofficial.
So clock does stop. 2:48 left.
Well, Taylor was diving after and just kind of tipped it, and Reed's the one who regained control. So I'm not sure how the official score would go with that. As Ghost gets a standing ovation from the team as he comes out, along with Eli Starnes.
Taking the seniors out all together. As there's one left, that's going to be Mr. Reed. And Chris Woodall will get him on the stop of play. And Reed will eye the shot. Shots up, shots good.
Wow. 5 for 5 on the night for Reed. Free throw point line.
Chris.
He's only been shooting 40% for the season.
Chris, why did you speak?
I'm feeling it.
Why did you speak?
I am feeling it. Luke won't let me down.
Oh, my goodness. Get your apology ready.
Come on, Reed. Come on, Reed.
The apology.
No. Drains it.
Chris,
I told you.
The car curse could be coming to an end. 80-40. Chris was like, please make it. Please make it. Please make it. So anyway, 80-40. The clock now starts as 2:40 left here in the ball game. Jordan with the basketball, works it back up, kicks it to Duty, back over, shots up, shot is no good, rebounded by Trevor Herron. Gets it up to Staller now. Staller back works inside to to Woodall. And ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Tazewell. Coming back into the ball game will be Ethan Dishner.
So Mullins and McDonald, I don't know if you'd mentioned it or not, but they've checked in. They just got pulled up from JV for the tournament here.
So again, everybody will have played here tonight. 2 minutes left, 80-40. As again, the Big Mac attack is now on the varsity. Works over to Stallard, shots up, no good, and will be rebounded by Tazewell. Here come the Bulldogs. Looking to get a transition, and Stallard will, I think it was all ball.
Well, yeah, I kind of agree with you on that one, actually. But it's the sixth foul for Gate City this half.
16 fouls for both squads here, 80-40, 1:42 left. Shots up, shots good. That by Bryson McCall. Coming back into the ballgame for Tazewell will be number 10, Caleb O'Neal. So with that said, Gate City advancing to Thursday's semifinals. As again, we will try to get a Graham Lehigh update if it's available before we go off the air tonight. McDonald's got the basketball, works it over to Mullins, shots up, no good, and it's going to be rebounded by McCall. And it's going to be stolen away quickly by Dishner. Dishner's going to go up, shots up, shots good by Ethan Dishner. Again, the junior gets the bucket. 82-42, 1:10 left. Works it around, gets it in the hands of McCall. Gate City's defense still, to this point, has stymied the Bulldogs. Gets inside, ball stolen away, this time by Heron. Gets it up, and Mullins. It's going to be Gate City basketball. 52 seconds left, clock runs. Looking to inbound it. Ruby Mullins gets it to Stallard. Stallard back up top to McDonald. Back over. Mullins shots up. No good. Rebounded inside though. Shots up. No good. By Trevor Heron. And it's going to be a scrum on the floor. Goes out of bounds. Give it to the Bulldogs with 29 seconds left.
Do you foul here, Joe?
Yeah, you want to put them on the line. I mean, it's 40-point advantage here for Gate City. Jordan brings it up for the Bulldogs.
I believe they're about done also. He's not looking to do much as well. Now he starts to think about driving in.
Try to break him down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, 1, and he's going to pull a three at the buzzer, and that's the ball game. 82-42. Back-to-back nights. Gate City ends Tazewell basketball seasons. We'll take a break and come back. You're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
This is Jonathan Salyer, head coach of the Gate City baseball team. You're listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
This here is all about my wife, my kids, the life.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or are you currently retired and not happy with investments? Are you looking for a retirement income specialist that cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to take care of your needs. He believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. Edwin is ready to help you with financial planning, college planning, investments, and much, much more. Give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He is located at 122 East Jackson Street, next to the Dollar General in Gate City. Security is offered through registered representatives of Cambridge Investment Research Incorporated, a broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services through Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Incorporated, a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and James River Advisory are not affiliated.
That's my girl.
This is Isabel Sally of the Gate City volleyball team, and you're listening to the home of the Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports.
All right, so again, we're talking to some of the Gate City fans as they're leading here. A victorious night, 82-42. Again, like I said, great night for Gate City as, again, the Blue Devils will move on to the regional semifinals, but I know everybody's waiting for it.
Dun, 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 da, 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 da,
For Chris Carr's halftime. No, let's not call it halftime. Let's call it Into the Game Stats.
You should do a poll and see how many people actually know what that's from.
If they watch the Super Bowl, they know exactly where it's coming from.
That is of paramount importance.
Oh, a little plug there. That's not one of our sponsors, folks. Just want to go on. Yeah, but I've got an email into them as well. So,
all right, for your victorious Gate City Blue Devils.
Yep.
I've got, this is going to take us a while again, Joe. What time we got to be out of here?
So, hopefully we can get back to work tomorrow.
All right, I've got Jake Taylor with 15 points and 4 rebounds. Luke Reed with 16 points. This, I know, is a record in the 3 years I've been doing this with you. For Reed, 18 rebounds. I've never had to make 8 extra marks on my tally sheet before that I can recall.
18 rebounds.
And 2 steals. So 16 points, 18 rebounds, 2 steals. Eli Starnes, 12 points, 5 rebounds and 2 steals. Dakota House, 16 points and a steal. Isaac Vincent, 3 points and a rebound. Ethan Dishner, 2 points and a steal. Ryan Jesse, 6 points and a steal. Trevor Herron with a rebound and a steal. Eli McMurray with 3 points and 3 rebounds. Gunnar Garrett with a rebound. Matthew Gose, 8 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 steals. Chris Woodall, 1 point and 3 rebounds. So 43 total rebounds for Gate City, 18 for Tazewell, 10 total steals for the Blue Devils compared to 3 for the Bulldogs. On their scoring side, I've got Josiah Jordan with 15, Ethan Mills with 5, Bryson McCall with 4, Caleb O'Neill with 6, Gideon Collier with 8, and Trey Blankenship with 4. There were 3 instances of traveling on the night combined between both teams, and there were 2 jump balls for the evening.
Unfortunately, there was no. Were there?
You're making me nauseated.
So again, 82-42. Do we need to take a break?
No. I'll push through.
All right. So I mean, of course, that's probably the longest post game we've had this season, going through the stats. So, all right. Well, let's
they've not cut us off.
Yes, indeed. So we're here till when. So let's talk about the superlatives again. Let's talk about the first one of the night. The law office is Jesse Walker McMurray stat of the night. Again, his law office based here in Gate City has done so many things for, especially the Big Blue Boosters, been very involved with them, as well as helping Gate City High School with anything that they may need. They've got several community projects as well, and of course they take care of all the legal needs of most of our folks here in Gate City. We do appreciate everything they do, and of course they've been a sponsor of ours since day one. So the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray stat of the night would be what?
You could probably guess it.
Yep.
You know, I've been critical at times this year of them just going down and throwing up the threes. Mm-hmm. Tonight is not that night. 14 three-pointers on the night. That accounts for 42, if my math's correct, 42 of their 82 points were scored from beyond the three-point line.
So they scored 42. Tazewell scored 42 as a whole.
Yes.
So they tied.
Just based off three-pointers.
Shoo. Wow. Okay.
So 14 threes for Gate City is definitely my stat of the night.
Brought to you by the law office of Jesse Walker McMurray. All right, so let's talk about...
And the Rainmakers of Jackson Street.
My goodness sakes, and yes, indeed. All right, so let's talk about the Colonial Funeral Home play of the night. Colonial Funeral Home, based in Weber City, a fixture in this community for decades. Again, they are very involved, as most of our sponsors are in the community, very involved with several of the church programs around our community. their programs for grief, and they've been there for so many during their time of need. We do appreciate them, again, for all that they mean to us. Again, they've been a sponsor of ours since day one as well. And again, they're a big proponent of Gate City High School. So the Colonial Funeral Home play of the night would be what?
It came at 7:14 in the second period. Jesse came down and had a bounce pass in the lane to Reed. Reed went up. It looked like his head was up above the rim, and he just kind of laid up a little floater. Everybody was expecting him to try to bounce it off the backboard, so they were up. The Bulldogs were up ready to swat at it. He just kind of laid it up real easy in front of everybody.
Some crisp passing and a great play there. So that is the Colonial Funeral Home play.
And I just realized I was gesturing, imitating Luke, but like anybody could see me on the radio.
Hope the NFHS cameras did catch that there as Chris's pirouette. His ballerina styling is of course well known throughout Kingsport.
Well, yeah.
So. All right, so let's talk about
a lot to be desired.
Let's talk about the Delegate Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game Award. Again, Delegate Kilgore serving our region since 1994 in Richmond. Again, he has worked tirelessly for the First District to do everything from infrastructure to, again, bringing jobs here to our Commonwealth, and we do appreciate all that he means to us. He has been a supporter of ours, again, since day one. He has a law office here in Gate City. He's a Gate City alumni as well, and again, anything that the city or the school needs, he works hard to get it for him. So again, we appreciate him. The Delegate Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game Award winner is who?
I'm not going to say it yet. I'm about to go rogue on you.
Okay, I'm going to go to a quick commercial.
No. Will you go ahead and do the intro, if you would, for the Elliott Smith Award? I'll explain what. Just go with me on this.
All right. So, again, the hiatus for the Delegate Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game will come after the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game Award winner. Elliott Smith, unfortunately, again, we lost him early last year. He embodied everything about being a Blue Devil. He worked tirelessly to make sure that Gate City was a success on and off the field. Anything that was needed, he would help out with. He would volunteer. He was a member of the Boosters Club. Again, if it was painting the lines on the field for a football field, it didn't matter. He was always there. So he embodies everything that's great about being a Blue Devil, working tirelessly to help others. So, again, the Elliott Smith Blue Devil of the Game Award winner ties into your segment and with the Terry Kilgore Leadership Player of the Game.
I'm having a first for us tonight.
First.
On the night of a 40-point win in the regional tournament, I'm going to go with co-players of the game / co-Blue Devils of the game.
Okay.
And I will explain why.
All right.
Those two earning both are Dakota Howe and Luke Reed.
Okay.
Now let me explain.
Okay.
Let me explain here.
Yeah. So because my inbox is filling up as the moment.
Both boys wound up with 16 points.
Okay.
Okay. Reed, you can't overlook those 18 rebounds and 2 steals. However, what I think is almost equally important are those 3 threes that Dakota busted at the beginning of the game, because that dazed Tazewell and completely took them, I think, out of their game plan for the rest of the game, which opened it up for everyone else.
Yep.
So I can't put Reed's 18 rebounds above Dakota's 3 3-pointers at the beginning of the game. And likewise, I can't put Dakota's efforts on offense over Reed's efforts on defense. So one deserves, I was thinking which one gets the Blue Devil and which one gets the player of the game, and I thought both are worthy of both. So if it's all right with you, they will split both of those honors tonight.
We shall do it. So that will be the split between the two. A new one which we're rolling out here tonight, the Betty Crocker Snack of the Night. That will go to the family of Dakota Howe.
Now wait a minute, that could have been worth an extra. That could have been worth an extra point in my scoring.
I thought that was somewhere. I thought that was going to have you going to break the tie, but that's okay. No, his family so super nice to brought us
some cookies.
Brought us some cookies before the game.
But if I could though go back to, I mean, I can't get over Reed's 18 rebounds. I mean, that's incredible.
He was a monster inside.
But again, I don't think he would have had the opportunity for that had Dakota not blown the game open at the get-go.
You know, and you think, I mean, there were so many great performances. Of course, when you win by 40, there always are. But, you know, I don't want to overlook Matthew Ghost because, you know, he's just he's not brash. He's, you know, he's not one of those rah-rah guys. But, again, quietly, 8.7 rebounds. I mean, that's a solid night in high school basketball, especially tournament play. You know, he didn't make the turnovers. He had a couple steals as well. So, you know, of course, then you take a look at we talked about like Eli McMurray. He only had 3 points tonight, but he was a spark plug. He played great defense. He didn't turn it over, and he hit a big three. You know, it's just
well, he didn't have to shoot his threes tonight because everybody else was.
You know, just so, as a yeah. There's just so Isaac Vincent. Of course, he may go down with the play probably go down in lore in Tazewell for the out of bounds play in which
I forgot to give that the honorable mention.
And he went to
I was
Mr.
just
Jordan's
Jordan
face.
was hurt.
Bless his heart, because I really it was kind of slow motion when it came off of his face. You know, it was one of those that you watch and it's like woo, 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 and
so people that are listening and didn't watch, I don't think we ever fully described that well enough. The ball was going out of bounds. Vincent had it. So you've all seen it before where the player tries to bounce it off someone's leg and it goes out of bounds and they retain possession. Well, he got the ball and just flung it backwards, but he aimed a little high, and it hit Josiah Jordan right between the eyes.
Just a bit outside. He looked like
and then bounced into about the third row.
And
I know it hurt, and I felt awful for laughing, but I could not help myself.
And so it stunned him for a second, and then Coach did take him out for the next dead ball, trying to shake him out, because I was afraid that he really broke his nose or something, because kind of started swelling.
Well, he kind of blinked real hard and shook his head a little bit.
So,
so yeah, honorable mention there to Isaac.
My goodness. So again, so that's the kind of night it was, folks. Again, everything went Blue Devil blue. So
including Jordan's eye.
Listen, already. Yeah, that's.
And if the Jordan family's listening, I do apologize.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, that's Mr. Carr. You can address all mail to him. Let's see here. Trying to get see if there's anything come through. I haven't seen anything as of yet. Let me see here. Going on old reliable Twitter. Let's see here if there's anything that's come through on that ball game from Graham to see if Gate City